Let me start with saying that we respect and accept your verdict in the last phase of trial, the guilty verdict. But this is a different phase. This is a phase about punishment. There is no specific calculation of years in these instructions. The only guidance you're given on calculation of this sentence is on Section 4, a full, fair, and free exercise of opinion of the individual jurors. I ask that you consider all factors presented in this case, in both the guilt-innocence phase and in the punishment phase, when determining and deliberating your verdict. All factors. That includes, of course, the pain that Kody Lott caused. That includes the murder of Lauren Landavazo. But that also includes severe mental illness, which even the state's paid expert agreed that Kody Lott had a severe mental illness. And even the state's expert agreed that that did play a part in this horrible tragedy. They disagreed, the state's expert and the defense expert, on what part that played, how that played into drug use, how that played into some medications that may have been just abused or may have been used to self-medicate. But they both agreed that severe mental illness did play a part in this, even the state's expert. The state, I expect, wants you to believe that Kody Lott will never change. And there's been evidence put on that his mental illness is lasting. But there's also evidence that mental illness symptoms can and are controlled by antipsychotic medications. When I look back, even 15 years ago, I was a different person 15 years ago than I am today. And I expect when you look back 20, 30 years, you were a different person than you are now. 40 years ago, AIDS was a death sentence. 50 years ago, the antipsychotics that control Kody Lott's symptoms of his schizoaffective severe mental illness, those didn't exist 50 years ago. We don't know what the world is going to look like 40 years from now, or 50 years from now, or 60 years from now. But I am asking that you weigh all the factors when you return your verdict, and that I am asking after you deliberate that you return a verdict that reflects all the complexities of this case and all the factors of this case. Thank you.